Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. A quick shot. This is something that's kind of interesting. Pauline Mallignaggi, former, I think a junior welterweight champion, and commentator extraordinaire, right? Got a fast mouth. We know about Pauline Mallignaggi. In the last few years, he was fired from Showtime for racist comments. I forget his racist comments. At the time when I heard him, I was like, damn, that is racist. When I first heard about Pauline Mallignaggi when he was commentating, I was kind of down with this guy because, he would stand up for things. He didn't like when boxers get cheated in the ring and stuff like that. And himself as well was cheated a time or two, right? So he would kind of stand up for things, right? But I'm going to tell you, even though I felt if he said some racist comments, which I don't remember which ones, but they were at the time, one comment that I was at the time didn't consider racist, right? And he came out and said, Eastern Europeans are taking over boxing, are coming in, infiltrating or taking over boxing, something to that extent. And I was like, well, that's not a racist comment. To me, that's just kind of paying attention, right? It's like, some Cubans be like, hey, hold up. Black Americans be like, wait, hold the hell up, definitely. But other than Black Americans, I can't see nobody else that can really say, well, that's not true, right? Let me just say this, and I'm doing it quick. I probably, if somebody, got any comments, I'll come and do a longer video. Do this one quick. First of all, I just think personally, I think I said this before, from light heavyweight to heavyweight, he has a definite point, like an extremely definite point. You got to remember, the Klitschko's ruled heavyweight for 10 years in one family. No, the Klitschko's. Let's make sure that's clear. Right now, you have Alexander Usyk, who's right there, Eastern European. Got 3 of the belts. So, in the heavyweight, well, hello, right? Then you're talking about in the cruiserweight. The cruiserweight, I'm going to tell y'all, when they had the WBSS tournament back about 3 years ago where Usyk became undisputed, do you know in that tournament it was like Eastern Europeans plus Dorticus? Okay, Marco Huck is from, living in Germany, I think Berlin, right? So, okay, we exclude those two. Everybody else was Eastern European. That means cruiserweight was on lockdown because Usyk was the best, Morris Bridas was the second best, and Gassiev and Dorticus could argue for third best, third and fourth. You see what I'm saying? So, hello, right? And in light heavyweight, who we talk about? We talk about now, first of all, we talk about Beterbiev because he got, Eastern European. And now we're talking about Bivol because he beat Canelo. And here's somebody you guys forgot, who I thought was better than Bivol at the time, till he lost to Beterbiev. Vocek from Ukraine. So light heavyweight, and light heavyweight, cruiserweight, and heavyweight, lockdown. Then you can sparkle in, put in the other ones. You still got a Derevyanchenko, Golovkin has been there, Lomachenko. So, that ain't too far-fetched, is what I'm trying to say. You could have came and said that. I don't think that has anything to do with racist. I just think that's just like, okay, I'm paying attention. And for those heavyweights, no doubt about it. So that, is not racist to me. And, he's put something, his money where his mouth is. He's putting $100,000 on the fact that, $100,000 on the fact that Lomachenko going to beat Derevyanchenko. Lomachenko going to beat Devin Haney. I think that's crazy, right? But we've thought he was talking like most of these people that are just being racist and really don't, how people say, I'm a fan of this one, he's better than this one, but never want him to fight them, like, Canelo and Demetrius Andrade, they start asking questions who he fought, or if you want Golovkin to fight Charlo or something, who they fought and what they bring to the table because they don't really want to see the fight, or Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder fans and stuff like that. People don't really want Joshua to fight, Deontay Wilder. Some people said that recently, by the way. I'm just saying, but this guy's like been talking his smack and willing to back it up with money, which means, hats off to him. Now, in terms of people who think it's not of Eastern Europeans, coming in, let me just show y'all something about ourselves, right? I guarantee you can pronounce all them damn names. Can't you say the name Derevyanchenko? You couldn't say that when you first saw that name, could you? But after all them fights, and he's up in them fights very closely, now you can say, look at the name, Derevyanchenko. How the hell are you going to say that? You can say Lomachenko. You know how to pronounce Usyk, right? You know how to pronounce Adam Kalimlev? No, Adam Kalimli? Yadabek, you remember him? You know, all that stuff. You can pronounce them names. When a person is awesome, you learn how to say his name. I'll give you another example. Antetokounmpo, right? Nobody wasn't trying to say Antetokounmpo. They was trying to say the Greek freak because we ain't trying to say that name. But after you kept dunking on your boys, you start learning how to pronounce Antetokounmpo. We can say all them names. Chinko, Lomachenko, Uzik, Golovkin. We can say them names. We figure out how to pronounce them. Ask people how to pronounce the American champion that's been there for a decade, Demetrius Andrade. Calling him Dimitri Andrada and all kind of stuff. Still can't pronounce his name. See what I'm saying? But them other ones, you could pronounce them names. So if you could, the fighters are invading the names that we could pronounce. Because we pronounce Eastern European's name, no matter what it is, within 2 or 3 weeks. 2 or 3 fights. Still can't pronounce Demetrius Andrade. So yeah, I don't know if, Paulis probably is racist a little bit or something like that. But saying the Eastern Europeans are invading is not a racist statement, just something you're just paying attention, basically, in an opinion, right? And I do think it's pretty awesome that he's putting up 100,000 that Lomachenko is going to beat Devin Haney. I ain't putting that up. See what I'm saying? Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.